All right, guys, welcome to today's video. In this video, I want to accomplish a few things. I have actually 4 items here on my agenda just to make your life a little bit easier. Just give you guys a few things to think about. If you're participating in this company, in this opportunity called sports trading BTC. Now, first thing I want to mention is if you are, purchasing a package for the first time, or even if you're upgrading your account. When you do this, when you send your Bitcoin away, it's not automatically registered, in your back office. Obviously, the company has to receive your Bitcoin before you can be activated. And as we know, guys, with the blockchain network, it could take anywhere from, a few minutes to a few hours. So let me just go over here to the left side and click on upgrade package. Now, I'm just going to show you give you an example of what I'm talking about here. So in my situation, if I wanted to upgrade my account, again, this is the same if you're just purchasing for the first time, you would pick your package and then click on next, and then you would receive an amount to pay. So you would take the amount to pay, no more, no less, and send it off to the Bitcoin address that they provide you. Now, after you go over to your blockchain or Coinbase and you send it away, you will have to come back here and click on this black box. Now, again, the time is not set in stone. It could be a few minutes to a few hours. Maybe just wait a couple hours. You can, leave the computer, go do a few things, come back in a couple hours, and then click on this box. Now, you can leave this page. Don't be afraid. You can leave this page. You can go back to the dashboard wherever you want, and then come back to, the upgrade package in my example, click on next, and then come back and then just disregard everything here because you've already set your Bitcoin, and then just click on this box. Now, if the company has received your Bitcoin, obviously when you go back to the dashboard, it will be reflected like right here, like my active plan. So if you pick the first plan, it will say ST1 or ST2 or whatever plan you have chosen or upgraded to. If it hasn't been reflected here, it means that the company hasn't received your Bitcoin yet. Just give it a few more, whether it's another 10 minutes, hour, what have you, and then just go back and then click on that box, and just keep on trying that until you're activated. Again, I don't know why it's like that. Maybe in the future it'll be somewhat automated where once you pay, the company will just upgrade your account, when they receive the money. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to go through. Second thing is how to qualify for the trading bonus. Now, if you're just in this for the passive income and it pays pretty good passive income, I'm going to show you guys here my binary network. If you're just in this for the passive income, what I would recommend is that you buy a package with your link. So in essence, you're taking a second account. So in my example here, like this is my first account, Stuart G. Now, I took my link of Stuart G and I purchased another account or a second position under my first position. Now I would use a different email address, a different username, and just buy a package. And if it's the same or more than your first package, like again, I would recommend like the first package is 0.01 Bitcoin. If you choose your second package of 0.01 or greater, then you would qualify this first position for the higher trading bonus, which is currently this month it's 1.27%. So if you don't do that, you can obviously refer someone else. Again, you just need one person that has the same amount of volume as your first position or greater. So if you're just a passive individual, you don't want to sponsor anybody, I recommend sponsoring yourself, and then then you would be qualified for the higher percentage. And then you would probably most likely, upgrade your account. Because if you scroll down here, there's again 8 different levels, 8 different packages. It goes from 0.01 to 0.025 to zero point 0.1 to 0.5 to 1 Bitcoin to 2 to 3 to 5. So you're going to want to most likely pick a larger package, just because obviously 0.01 is like $80. Again, if that's all you can afford, just go with the first package, but try to be at a higher package so you're obviously earning more income per day and per week, per month. Okay, so that's the trading bonus. Again, just put someone under yourself, whether it's you or just refer someone with the same amount of package or greater, and then you would be qualified. The third thing I want to go through is how to qualify for the binary bonus. Now, the binary bonus is obviously commissions. To qualify for the binary bonus, you need one person on your right and one person on your left. Now, what I would recommend, even if you're not thinking of sponsoring anybody, for sure, again, take one position. Maybe that will be yourself. Now, in this situation, like if I'm your sponsor, I'm building out the right leg. Like if you look at my current situation here, I have almost 5 Bitcoin of volume on my left side and just 0.025 on my right side. So how the binary works is every evening, I believe it's like 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the company looks at your lower leg's volume. So in my situation here, they would look at this side and they would pay me on this side. Now, they pay percentage according to the package that you own. Like currently, I own this right here, the ST5 package, so I would receive 9% binary bonus. If you had the ST6, it would be 10, 11, and then 12%. I believe these ones are a little bit lower. We could always go back here if you log out. We log out and you can scroll all the way down here on the main page and you can take a look at the different packages. So ST1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The binary pay, the first package pays 3%, second 4, 5, and then 8, and then 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I'm going to log back in again. Go back to the binary. So in my example here, I would receive 9% of 0.0250, and they pay in Bitcoin, but just for easy math, let's pretend this 0.025 is around $200. So 9% of $200 is $18. So I would receive $18 today on my binary, and then for tomorrow, this would start back at 0, and then this would be here not 4.845, but it would be minus the 0.25 because they would take this off on this side and then the same amount off on this side. And what's very cool about binaries is that this does not disappear. Like in some companies, they would flush the volume after a certain amount of time, but with this company, you can let this build up for as long as you want, and it'll always be there to when you want to start referring people. So once you start referring people, you can get started, collecting binary commissions. Okay, so that's kind of how the binary works. Now, you would most likely, again, if I'm being your sponsor, you would want to take a position under yourself on the right side. Now, I say the right side because let's say, for instance, this person right here, this punting 64. If punting 64 knows that I'm building their right side And then all they have to do to earn binary commissions is build their left side. Well, you would put this punting 64 would place, would just sponsor themselves on their right side, because this right side again is being built technically, for them by myself. And then if they start referring people, they could start referring people on their left side. And then technically you'd really only have to like this punting 64. If they sponsor someone, this person could sponsor someone or two people, and then those two people could sponsor some people. So it'll actually grow on its own if you have some duplication, or if you maybe bring in someone that can sponsor people. So I don't know why people don't like binaries. I absolutely love them, because not only is it like a team building compensation plan, but there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Incentives, and there's a lot of excitement, because just think this. Let's say this punting 64 came in. Oh, let me give you a better example. This person over here, Woolly Surf. Okay, I sponsored this Woolly Surf in here, and then right now they have like 4.845 Bitcoin on their left side. So can you imagine being this person and waking up every single day and having more Bitcoin on their left side? And then all they have to do, to earn some commissions is just sponsor people on their right side. Like, again, maybe they sponsor one person who goes out and sponsors one person who goes out and sponsors one, who goes out and sponsors five, and then it just grows on its own. And this person will collect binary commissions, for for months and months down the road, just for doing a little bit of work in the beginning. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you guys can understand how powerful this is. Like I tell people all the time, it's like, do whatever it takes. Just bring in a couple people, right? Even if you have to go out and buy some paid traffic, or, spend a little bit of money on advertising. Because if you can get two people and those two people can duplicate, again, you could just build an income stream here in commissions, for months and months down the road. And it's not like there's a lot of work to be done. You just work a little bit. You work hard at the beginning. It's like a snowball going down the hill. It might take a little bit of work to build up that snowball, but once you start pushing it down the hill, it just goes on its own. Because we know this side here, this left side of this person, I mean, I can almost guarantee he's going to wake up tomorrow, it's going to be higher. And then the next day, it's going to be higher than that. And then so on and so on. Because I don't know how many people he has down in this leg, but it's probably, it's probably over, let's go back here to the dashboard. There's 230 people down the left side. Okay, 230 people. That there's going to be some people in there who are going to most likely sponsor a few people, right? So tomorrow it's probably going to be more than 230, and then the next day more than that, and then so on. So hopefully you guys can understand the power of the binary. All right. So that's how to qualify for the binary bonus. You need to sponsor two people, one person on your right and then one on your left. And then once you do that, you're qualified and you're golden. Okay. Now, the final thing that I want to go through here is the holding tank. The holding tank is pretty cool because it holds people and then you could place them. So if you wanted to, like if I wanted to, I could place people on my right side or my left side. Now, I believe by default, this is, if you come down in here, which says holding tank status, this is defaulted to the off position. Now, personally, I like to enable it because I like to have that control. But when someone's in your holding tank, just remember that they don't have a link. They can't go out and sponsor until you place them in the binary. So if someone's a builder and they want to get their link, I would recommend you place them as fast as possible, so then they can go out and then get to work and get sponsoring, right? So you can obviously just come down here to the drop down, enable, disable. Again, I like to have it enabled. I like to, have a little bit of control of where people fall. But to be honest, right now, I could probably leave this, I may like disabled and then have it set so so my people would, again, probably fall on my right side because personally, my right side here is obviously lagging way behind. So, for me to start earning binary commissions, I have to build up my right side. So just keep that in mind, guys. Oh, another thing, if you're watching this, and now depends on when you're watching this, there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to be placing people here, again, one on top of the other. So with binaries, the timing is critical. Now, even if it's a month later, just know that I'm going to be working this for months and months and months. I love this program. I love this opportunity. We have a very transparent owner, and we have a system that's 100% transparent as far as how they're making their money. You can come right in here and you can see on this trading report, you can see what games the company is playing before they are played, which is 100% transparent. You cannot get more transparent than that. Okay, so this has the two things that I look for in a company I have not seen this in like 4 years of being in the crypto space. I have not, had this combination of a transparent owner and a transparent way that we know that they're making money, with their, sports trading. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any more questions, make sure you get back to me. The company pays automatically if you have more than 0.01 Bitcoin. Like I can just click on my transaction history. It'll show all the different transactions. There's fast start bonuses. If I click on next, just want to show you guys the automatic payout right here. This was for yesterday, right? Or maybe this was today. Yeah, it looks like it was today, 6:53 in the morning. This was my wallet received right here in Bitcoin. So I didn't have to request this. This is sent to me automatically. I mean, how cool is that, guys? I mean, how cool is an automatic payout? I mean, you could be literally on vacation, you could be, wherever, and you just know that, as long as you're making 0.01, it's automatically sent to your Bitcoin wallet, on autopilot. Okay, so again, if you have any questions, make sure you get back to me. But guys, don't sit on this. I mean, it's 0.01 to get started, which is currently like, I think it's like $83 to get started in this. I mean, don't wait, because not only, the longer you wait, the longer, you won't get positioned, in a good, well, you'll always be in a good spot if you're coming in on my team, because again, I'm going to be building this, for as long as this company exists. This is, I would say, my number one program, number one recommendation right now. And again, it's such a cheap price, especially since Bitcoin is just over $8,000. I mean, if Bitcoin went up to 20 grand, well, then it would cost about $200 to get started. So right now, this is the perfect time to start. So with all that being said, guys, have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video.